Let's go on the fly. Well, I guess I need to not put on the fly. Trending. What's trending in the news? I just poured me a fresh cup of coffee. Okay. Oh, shout out to Richard West. Look, Richard, more Virginia news. A fiery car explosion is caught on camera in Northern Virginia parking lot. But I'm going to go to the Associated Press. Bubba Wallace. Okay, I'm working on this Tom Leher or however you say his name. I'm working on that breakdown already on the side. I covered this Walmart attack in a live stream yesterday. Bubba Wallace is kind of looking interesting. Oh, look, we get more. Look, there's more race stuff. There's more race stuff going on. That's not a coincidence. I don't even know where to begin, man. I don't even know where to begin. Remember Elmo, his X account, the puppet Elmo, Sesame Street, and so on, whatever. Remember his X account got hacked, and they say it got hacked, and there was racist and anti-Semitic posts, right? The Cosby Show, famous black family, right? In history on TV, the Cosby Show, Malcolm Jamal Warner, who played Theo Huxtable, died. We had those Martin Luther King Jr. assassination files that were released. Don't forget Malcolm Jamal Warner with the Cosby Show. Malcolm is like Malcolm X, right? Connected with Black history. Trump wants the Commanders in the NFL and the Guardians in Major League Baseball to change their names back to their original names. And that stuff, this is all based on race, right? All of these stories. Even Roy Black died, the defense attorney who they said's the Michael Jordan of defense attorneys. One of his friends or colleagues said, and I covered all of that stuff. So now they want us to know Bubba Wallace becomes first black driver to win a major race on Indianapolis Oval. There's been a lot going on in Indy. Remember the WNBA, they have Caitlin Clark. The WNBA All-Star Game was there. Remember even Jim Irsay, Colts owner in the NFL, remember he died also. So there's a lot going on with Indiana. So we get Indianapolis again. So with everything I just stated, that's a very solid connection right there to go with this on the fly. And even Malcolm Jamal Warner, I think, looks like Anthony Anderson of Blackish. And Dog the Bounty Hunter's grandson who passed, his name was Anthony as well. So let's get into this story. And I don't really feel like going too long, but we'll see what happens. And I think of this last name, Wallace. And I don't really know a lot about racing. I wish they would just pull the guy's page up. You know what I mean? Just pull the guy's page up. William Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. I see through the script because Wallace, look, you get Wall. And I just told you about the Walmart stuff going on with the poke situation. Okay? So I see through this script, Bubba Wallace like Walmart. Wallace. Walmart, and Walmart is trending. We already saw how it was trending on the Associated Press. Michigan, Walmart, poke suspect identified. So there's even a name over there now with the guy. Bradford James, but whatever, that name doesn't factor in right now. You get Bubba Wallace trending at the same time as Walmart. Bubba Wallace, the first black driver to win a major race on Indianapolis Oval. I guess that's just the track. So you see what I'm saying? So look at all of that we get. And that's just all surface level with the language. He's got the last name Wallace. That kind of makes me think of Christopher Wallace, Notorious Big. So what's Bubba Wallace's birthday? This 108, October 8. I've been seeing 108 a lot. I just haven't necessarily noted it. But I do know like 108 is like 18. And Hulk Hogan died 18 days before his birthday. And I think there is also 18s that are connected with Notorious Big. Christopher Wallace. Look, Big equals 18 in 3 out of 4 base ciphers. Shout out to Richard West, because of Richard West and his videos, that stuck with me that Big equals 18. So Christopher Wallace, Bubba Wallace, the October 8 birthday, like 18. Big equals 18. Hulk Hogan dies 18 days before his birthday. Would Bubba generally be a name that you would associate with black folks? Possibly. I'm asking Google. Let's see. The term has historical roots in African American communities in the South, where it served as a term of endearment. You see that? So we get something else. We've been seeing a lot of these names lately that you would associate with the black community. We've been seeing a lot of names: Malcolm, Jamal, Warner. Remember who wasn't black but Roy Black, I told you, died? And there's been other names with that same connection. I just can't think of them like on the fly right now. And it'll say associated with both white and black, but they're saying the term has historical roots in African American communities. And I hate to even say like African American, I mean black. I guess I'm just going to go with black, right? But I don't agree with a lot of these terms and a lot of this language and a lot of, call this person that, call, you know what I'm saying? I don't really agree with all of that, but I'll just go ahead and say black. But that's that's interesting as well, right? That's interesting as well. So let's go back over here to Bubba Wallace. Now, when did he do this? He kind of looks like Russell Wilson a little bit. But let's see when this all went down. And remember, we got this Indiana connection. He's got the number 23 car, which always makes me think of Michael Jordan. When I see, and Michael Jordan's affiliated with, he's got his own race team as well. Oh, and look, it says the 31-year-old Wallace overcame a tenuous 18-minute rain delay. Look at that right there. So there's that 18 again. So, and he's October 8th birthday, like 18. And big equals 18. And he's got that Wallace name, like Notorious Big, who's Christopher Wallace. So that's pretty solid right there. So that's awesome when I hit on the fly like that, and then I'm not so sure, and then I scan the article, and bam, right? I don't really want to scan the article too much right now because I want to find out when this was a particular race and what day was it. Let's see. Bubba Wallace climbed out of the number 23 car. I guess I'll just kind of put you right there for now. Pumped his fist, found his family, and savored every precious moment of a historical Brickyard 400 victory. Brick kind of sounds like black a little bit too. Brickyard 400, black, brick. Okay, the stuff's all with the language, I'm telling you. It happens over and over. And Bubba B, Brickyard B, Black B as well. I don't really notice anything with that right now. That 446 is interesting, but it's nothing that I really want to bring up at the moment. You get, even with Brickyard, you get that 46. There's some like political stuff I see in here, but that's not necessarily a route I want to go down right now. So when was this race? I mean, how many paragraphs? Oh, okay, this was Sunday. So this was July 27th. So let's go to the date calculator here. And okay, so July 27th, and this is completely on the fly, okay? To October 8th, his birthday. So it's 73 days before his birthday and a 74-day span. And there's more political stuff, which I guess I can mention now, which I guess with all of the race stuff connected to politics. 2 months, 11 days before his birthday. Remember, 211's the 47th prime number, president, government, White House, Trump, all 47. DC, 47. Agent, authority. You get that 10 weeks, 3 days, and this is all the same. 2 months, 11 days, the same as 10 weeks, 3 days. 103 equals politics. Politics equals 103. Okay. And, 74-day span, that's the 47 reversed, which, remember, Trump, DC, President, White House, all 47, right? Independence Day, 74, just to kind of connect to the country there. Okay, and look, he wins this race on the day leaving 157 days in the year. United States equals 157. So I think this is obviously this is another race decode with all of the race connections that are going on. Even Dog the Bounty Hunter, Hulk Hogan died. They both had racist moments within their script, right? Now they're saying first black race car driver or whatever in our title. You're seeing connections with politics here with that 157 with the United States. And Brickyard 400 has 446, like 46. Trump's born in 46. You even get 462. Brickyard with the 46. Brick sounds like black. Brickyard's got 152. Remember, Joe Biden equals 152. And Brickyard 400's got 552. President, government, and White House also equal 52. 552 is like 52. And you see that 1-3 a lot with politics. I told you politics equals 103. And you get the 113. And you're seeing that 40 a few times as well. Okay, you keep seeing that 1 and that 3. So let's see what else we have here. So I think I'm on my path here to saying this is obviously connected with politics and this race theme that's going on. Even the October 8th birthday, 10-8, that's like 18. Remember Malcolm Jamal Warner of The Cosby Show? His birthday on the 18th of the upcoming month, August. And we need to enter his name in the Gematrinator calculator. Let's see if there's anything on YouTube. If there's a short or something that we can watch. Let's see if there's anything that we're allowed. Okay, there's some shorts over here. Are these new? Was this it first? What was it? First black driver to win a major race. Okay, that's it right there in Indianapolis. Let me put Indianapolis. I think Indiana's got 47 as well. And maybe another political number also that connects with Trump. Okay, so I think as a dad, okay, we can play this.
1 lap to go for Bubba Wallace. Larson not going away.
Bubba Wallace. Will it let me pause it? Okay. Bubba Wallace makes history as first black driver to win a major race on Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Obviously, I can't just play all of this footage. But let's catch the end of it, maybe. Let's catch the end here.
Belongs to Bubba. Wallace wins at Indy. And he's going to the playoffs.
And he's going to the playoffs. And he's going to the playoffs. Okay, so look when I put Indiana over here. Look at that. You get 47. And there's that 52 again. Remember, President, Government, White House. And Brick House 400, 552, like 52. See that right there? Trump 47, 25 is 52 reversed. And the Indiana 137, that's the day he had the script with his ear in Pennsylvania, TRUMP. That was the 13th day of the 7th month right there. So you see these connections here. Now, I have to enter his name in the calculator, right? I mean, that has to be done. I probably should have done that already. Look, you get Bubba Wallace 77, just like United States equals 77. And remember that 157 right there. This race was on Sunday, the day leaving 157 days. Okay, Bubba Wallace also has 31 like Donald, and that's that political number with the 1 and the 3 again. Bubba Wallace has 31 like Donald. 31. And remember, Donald's got 50 states, right? So all of this connects with our country. And don't forget Wallace, like Walmart with that trending story, like Trump wall. Okay, so man, there's just some major stuff going on with these connections, man. Like, I feel something else big is gonna happen. You know, we just had Ozzy, Hulk Hogan, Malcolm Jamal Warner taken off the world stage. Remember that death associated with Dog the Bounty Hunter and his grandson? Man, I feel something major going down before the end of the year. But I mean, I don't know. It seems like we say that all the time, huh? So, what's Bubba Wallace's full name? And that 108 that's popped up, I would say 3 or 4 times. I just don't recall. But, you know, we already connected that 18, right? And we'll probably scan the article here shortly. William Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. So I'll enter that in the calculator and then I'll remove Bubba. Ooh, look how close that was to 108. You get the 109. Look, you get 188. So look, 188 is like 18, okay? They said there was a 18-minute rain delay or whatever. Big equals 18. The birthday 10-8, like 18. Christopher Wallace, Notorious Big, Bubba Wallace, right? So you get another 18 there with this full name, and that's with the nickname Bubba included. And how close that was to 108. Let's just get rid of Bubba there. But William Darrell Wallace Jr. Look at that 99 right there. I just dropped the LA Sparks versus New York Liberty, and that game was tied at 99 till the buzzer beater hit by Rakea Jackson. We had a 99-99 score, and I'm working on a breakdown right now with this guy's death. Song satirist and mathematician dies at 97, Tom Lear or whatever. His birthday is April 9th. Right here. You get the 9 right there. Like 99. But that birthday is the 99th day of the year, his last birthday. And I'll go ahead and just share. I don't know if I want to share, but there's a couple other things with that I don't want to give away right now. But that birthday is the 99th day of the year. And there's that 99 to 99 down to the buzzer before Rakea Jackson hits the game-winning layup. So you get that 99-99 there as well. Okay, so, and again, 74-day span. Remember Independence Day, so that also kind of connects with this United States connection. We are still in that same month as Independence Day, but you get that 74-day span as well. And his birthday on the 281st day, leaving 84. Let's go over here, 281, 84. Let me see if there's any of that down in here. I don't see any of that in there right now. And when you're decoding, you don't want to enter too much stuff, right? You just kind of want to just kind of stick to like the name, what's the event, where was the event, you know, what was the event called. So look, we got Brickyard 400, Brickyard. We got his name in a couple of different forms. I see here, look, his name's William Wallace Jr. Look, you get 106 like black. Look at that, 106 like black. First black driver to win a major race at the Indianapolis Oval, is what they're calling it. Look at that right there, and that's William Wallace. Okay. They said that's what his name, Bubba, but they're saying that's a nickname. His name's William Wallace Jr. Look at that right there. That's a solid connection. That's very solid, right? And that goes with the black theme that's going on here. I'm going to look at the article and we're going to go over what we came up with here. Let's put Indianapolis. We'll go over what we came up with here and maybe watch another video as well. Man, we had that 75, didn't we? Oh, I guess not. Did we have a 208? I don't think we saw a 208 in there. This was on the 208th day of the year. I don't think we had a 208 in there. I'm not seeing a 208. Okay, so let's go to the article. Actually, I'll put you right here, and I'll scan the article for any other information here. Oh, he's actually age 31 as well. Bubba Wallace equals 31 in the language. He's age 31. Okay, so that's pretty solid right there. That's pretty solid. This one's really cool, Wallace said, coming off turn 4. I knew I was going to get there unless we ran out of gas. I was surprised I wasn't crying like a little baby. His third career NASCAR Cup victory delivered Wallace's first victory in the series' 4 crown jewel events. The others being Daytona 500, Coca-Cola 600, and Southern 500. It also snapped a 100 race winless streak that dated to 2022 at Kansas and locked up a playoff spot. His only other win came at Talladega in 2021. The final gap was 0.222 seconds, but that was no measure of the consternation he faced. Okay, so, and they even bring up Jordan over here. Remember we talked about Jordan earlier. On Sunday, he made sure there was no repeat, providing an added boost to the 23 I don't know, is that 2311 racing team? Is that what that is? Co-owned by Basketball Hall of Famer Michael Jordan and last week's race winner Denny Hamlin as it continues to battle NASCAR in court over its charters. And we had that 23 right here. Bubba Wallace has the 23 car even. I mentioned 23 like Jordan, huh? Let's watch another video or another short. And we'll go over here. Let's play this right here. Look, he's got that Walmart or that McDonald's logo on him right there.
An Indianapolis first, Bubba Wallace, number 23, becomes the first black driver to ever win on the oval. This is Wallace's first win in over 100 races, stretching back to Kansas in 2022. An Indianapolis first, Bubba Wallace, number 23, becomes the first black driver to ever win on the oval. This is Wallace.
All right, we don't need to hear it twice. So let's go over what we came up here with here on the fly. So we landed big right away with the black theme that's going on with all of the trending stories. Right? First black driver, Black's got B, Bubba B. Remember Wallace, like Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace, the Notorious Big. William Wallace Jr., 106 like Black. Malcolm Jamal Warner also kind of looks like Anthony Anderson, who was in the show Blackish. with the death of Malcolm Jamal Warner recently. It looks like Anthony Anderson, blackish, black. And Anthony was Dog's grandson's name that died. Bubba Wallace, like Trump Wall, like Trump. Remember Walmart equals 88, like Trump. But you know, I mean, come on, right? Wallace, Walmart, Trump Wall, all of this stuff trending. You see that right there? An 18-minute rain delay he overcame. His birthday 10/8 like 18. Remember Hulk Hogan died 18 days before his birthday. Malcolm Jamal Warner's birthday on the 18th. Both of their birthdays 7 days apart in August. Big equals 18. William Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. 188 like 18. You even get Darrell equaling 47, William equaling 47 to go with that political connection. Okay, so again, this is a United States connection slash race connection with all of the race stuff that's been going on trending. That doesn't mean we're getting a lot of like racist stories, but come on, Hulk Hogan, all of his race stuff is resurfacing now. I think he had like a phone conversation where he had some racist remarks. Remember the same, I think, with Dog the Bounty Hunter. I don't know if it was a phone call, but it was something to that nature. But all of that coming out, I told you the Elmo X account getting hacked and racist comments being posted, anti-Semitic comments. Roy Black dies, who they say was the Michael Jordan of defense attorneys. I think that's how they stated it. I think he was a defense attorney, but his name was Roy Black, right? The Malcolm X connection with Malcolm Jamal Warner, the MLK Jr. assassination files. They say that were released, and there's probably some more. Oh, the Commanders, Guardians, NFL, MLB. Trump wants them to change their name back to Redskins and Indians. So Bubba Wallace becomes first black driver to win a major race on Indianapolis Oval. There's going to be more here that I missed. You know, I'm going on the fly. I'm not trying to be here for an hour, but I think I made my point. OTF on the fly. Shout out to y'all. Until next time, peace.